Desire is a good thing, yes? Desire is a good thing, yes? When you desire and you believe that what you desire is becoming. That feels really good, doesn't it? Do you ever find yourselves holding a desire that you don't believe? Doesn't feel so good, does it? Because that desire that you are doubting, or better said, that thought of desire that you are contradicting with that thought of undesire, that thought of wanted and unwanted at the same time, causes resistance within you. Because the thought of your desire is so supported by, backed up by, in tune with the whole of you, that when you contradict the truth, there is resistance within you. But sometimes you say, but Abraham, my desire isn't the truth. Now is the truth. What's happening right now, this is what's true. This is what is documented. This is what is obvious to everyone who looks. And we say, you're talking about the manifestation that has happened so far that is far from the whole or the truth of who you are or what you are creating. You can't take score so soon that you come to the conclusion that your desire is not because it is not yet, or because it is not seen completely by you. Humans want truth to be what they can see right now and hear right now and taste and touch and smell. You want what you call truth to be fully manifested, fully developed, out there in the open where you and everyone else can see it. And we say, oh, that's coming, but you can't let only what is now manifested be the truth that you decide, because in doing so, you hold a vibration that does not allow the true vibrational version of who you are to come into the light, to come into actual beingness. You are the creator of your own reality, and you are a pure extension of source energy, and you have come to use the power of your focus, to use the power of your thoughts to create. Thought and focus is like molding the clay. You're doing it with your mind rather than with your hands, but you are the creator of your reality, and you are so much more than you see here in these physical bodies. This physical body, oh, important. You came into this physical body so that you could use this personality and this mind to be your focal point for creating. And you have the energy that creates worlds, the intelligence that creates worlds, the knowledge that creates worlds, flowing to you and through you for your creative endeavor and pleasure and joy and enlightenment and amusement and upliftment and interest and fun. In other words, you make it all so serious. When what you have come for, you've come for the pleasure, for the joy, for the exhilaration in using your thoughts, your mind, your opinions, your perspective in order to create around you the world that you choose, not the world that someone has chosen for you, not even the world that you at a former time have chosen, but what you are choosing right here, right now. The energy that creates worlds is flowing to you and through you if you will allow it, but you've got to allow your own blessings. You've got to allow them. And you know what? So much of the time, you don't. You block them because you've given yourself some criteria that you've picked up along your physical trail. Somebody did a real number on you somewhere where they convinced you that you were not blessed, that you were not worthy, and that you had to struggle and strive and try for it, and that just is not true. In fact, the opposite of that is true. The more you struggle and strive and try for it, the more you look at the problem and try to fix it, the more you hold the problem in your vibrational frequency, and the more you disallow the true desire that the problem has given birth to within you. We want you to understand a handful of things. And when you do, your life is going to be what you want it to be. We want you to know that you create your own reality. We want you to know that you are a vibrational being in a vibrational universe. We want you to know that you create through the power of your thought. We want you to know that your thoughts matter. Your thoughts matter, and they matter a lot. They matter more than everything else put together. Your thoughts matter. You cannot think thoughts that make you hurt in your heart or feel fear in your gut. You cannot think those kinds of thoughts and thrive in the way that you are meant to, in the way that you want to, in the way that you're supposed to, in the way that you deserve to, in the way that it is natural for you to. You cannot look at the what is, if what is lacking something you want, and get to what you want. You can't do it. It won't work. It never will. Law of attraction does not allow it, because you create your own reality. So it turns out that it's all about thought. It's all about thinking. It's all about focusing. But how do you know? How do you know if your thoughts are valid? How do you know if your thoughts are helpful? How do you know if your thoughts are working for you in the way you want them to? Well, there are two ways you can find out. One is look around and see what's happening to you. And if it isn't what you want, then your thoughts are not working for you, because you are not working your thoughts in the way that you can. The other way is you can pay attention to the way you feel, because the way you feel is your indication, and that's the way we want you to focus. That's what we want you to be aware of the most, because your thoughts are always playing off of, your thoughts are always having a relationship with the thought of the source within you about everything that is happening now. You cannot have an emotion yesterday. You can remember the emotion that you had yesterday when yesterday was now. And you cannot have an emotion tomorrow. You can anticipate emotion that you will have tomorrow, but you're doing it now. So all of your indication is now about what you're doing with your thought. The important thing that you are doing with your thought. And the subject of your thought is not important. The way the thought feels is. Because the subject of your thought, you are masters, you are genius, you can think about anything in the world that you want to think about, and source energy will flow toward it and carve out a relationship with that subject and you for your delight, for your pleasure, for your edification, for your expansion, for your enlightenment. In other words, this is a cooperative universe, and you matter a lot here. But we want you to see the big picture. We want you to understand how you fit into all of it. We want you to claim your important place in this, because you're not just here accidentally. You're here purposefully, deliberately here. And you're not here insignificantly. You're here importantly and significantly. You matter to all that is. And we want you to matter to you. We want how you feel to become of premium importance to you. We want you to stop being valiant and not try so hard to be whatever somebody else thinks you should be. And we know a lot of them have let you know what you need to do in order to please them. But in that process of playing to what others want, you've forgotten in many cases the most important thing, and that is your relationship, your visceral, emotional, gut level feeling relationship between the thought you're thinking right now and the thought that your inner being is thinking right now about the same thing in the same moment right now. So if you, for whatever reason, have decided that you are inappropriate in some way, you don't feel so good. You either feel fearful or guilty, or in some cases blameful and resentful, because the thought that you're thinking about yourself right here and now is so not in harmony with the thought that Source is thinking about you right here, right now. Because Source knows your value and knows who you really are and knows what your desires are and knows your worthiness. Source always knows your value. And when you deviate from that, whether you're the object of your attention or somebody else is, when you devalue yourself or someone else, you're going to get crossways of the source within you who will never, ever, 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 ever do that, you see. So we know, coming on pretty strong here this morning, because we want you to hear us, and volume doesn't help, does it? Stubborn consistency sometimes does, though. We want you to accept that you create your own reality and that you do it through your focus, and that you can tell by the way you feel how you're doing. And if you care about the way you feel and you start contouring your thoughts so that they feel better and better and better and better and better, then your thriving is going to be more evident to you.